trail.
I had my nose stuck in this camera there a minute ago. It passed.
Make better time on the pay road, So we need to make better time.
Got a credit card? What's that mean? Different kinds of monies.
Both different kind of money, but none work except for the Visa. Don't leave home without it.
Off this thing.
Or a true attest to that.
No people out there. I thought they had the crossbars down too.
We're getting good at this.
Robert gets a ticket. We proceed forward. As we get off, we will pay.
Yeah, that's
A couple women.
I see Sherry.
That Diane woman there. Right here.
Can't get over the hot cream there.
Oh, yes. Although, you have to really think about even having one of those tiny cups.
Haven't talked to her since.
Still trying. We've had a lot of very elevated conversations.
Sounds like it. Sounds like on a wide variety of subjects also.
No, mainly. Hi, Chris. We're fine.
Hi, Sheila. Well, you can edit it out. So you could do like President Nixon. You could have about an 18-minute gap here. This is Sheila when she first arrived. I know. How was that coffee, Sarah?
I'm Steve Hudson. I'm the president of PMI. For those few of you who may not know me, most of you know us from the trade shows, and some of you have been to other dealer camps before. I promised the reps that if they did a really good job and increased sales a lot next year, this was a year ago, that maybe the next camp would be in France, and here we are. So business was good, thanks to all of your efforts, both the reps and the dealers themselves. They worked very hard to help us do a good job. We appreciated it, and I think you're going to have a good time here and get a more feel for the ambiance, Petzl, and a little bit of philosophy behind PMI and some of the things we do. So I'm here, first of all, mostly to make sure you all feel comfortable. If you have any questions or anything, speak to me or any of the PMI staff or the reps, and we'll try to take care of your needs. I've had some questions already. One was where there was a laundromat. I understand that it's a fairly uncommon thing other than a big city. Probably not one close to here, but we can do laundry in the sink maybe. In the camp that we're going to. The other one was single female wanted to know how to meet single French men. And I've got that problem taken care of too. If there are other special requirements like that, just let me know. If anybody's looking for American men or whatever, I'll tell you now, unfortunately my wife's with me, so I'm in trouble. But we'll try to solve most of your problems as best we can. Rudy is sad. Rudy is sad.
Rudy is happy.
Rudy is happy. Just to locate yourself, if you haven't seen it yet, we're in the theater Ferdinand Petzl, named after the founder of the company. One floor down, where the big room with the lounge is, the bathroom. If you come down the spiral staircase, they're straight across the room. Ladies to the right, men to the left. There's one little trick you need to remember: the lights are on a timer, so you spend a long time in there. It gets dark. Just hit the switch, and they kind of light back on. They conveniently located the switch next to the can, so you can reignite it. There's a few things they ask when we tour the factory and things. You're welcome to film anything you want here in the theater, any of the presentations we make here. And later when we go to the test tower, take pictures, film, do whatever you want. They ask no cameras actually in the production or office areas for obvious reasons. Please honor that, and please try to honor their request of that. We will be doing some video of our own if we can maybe give you some shots later. It's just been edited by the production police. Anyway, Paul Petzl, my friend, I should say.
Sorry, it's better for me in French, but just with my paper I can read. Welcome to Petzl factory and in France. It's a great moment for us to receive, and for me it's very good for me. This week we met in crowd 25 different nationalities, but never so many Americans at the same time. For 4 days we want to keep you very busy, so you will go home with many good memories. And very tired, I hope so, for us. We have invented many new technicals, found the best people for the factory and for the distributor, but even so we may not be able to supply you with perfect weather. And thank you very much for your time and work with Petzl. Thanks.
The different trade shows. He's the technical director, even though he doesn't like that title, here at Petzl, and he's the one who comes to the trade shows and answers all the questions that the reps beat on him about and I beat on him about, and he's the one that listens to all of us sniveling all the time about why don't you do this and why isn't that happening, and he's the complaint department at Petzl mostly for the foreigners. So, Mr. Peter Petzl.
Mr. Peter probably called me. I'm Peter normally. I think just to add something, we know to develop techniques and products. This is our job to deliver this to you, but we don't know how, Paul just told before, to influence and develop a weather machine. And that's why we are depending on if it's warm, if it's cold, and it's the same. We never know if it's tomorrow really hot or tomorrow really cold. That's why we change the temperature here in the auditorium, that you feel once it's warm and once it's cold. For adaptation on what's going on the next day. Something else I think we have also to introduce Christoph. He's the responsible for all our communication outside of the factory, making advertising, especially for France, some international advertising. I saw that one of our American advertising specialists is also over there. We introduce him later, I think, probably. Often, if they don't like the advertising, you can kill him here straight. And Christoph, he's in the same time turning around like a small dog. You saw him just before behind Steve. It was really nice to see him with the camera like this. And he likes to make us a video to fix all these moments, crazy moments, good moments, depending on what you will have, and that you have something later on for you at home to feel back in France, and to show it to the others how nice or how crazy it is in France. That's for international communication, why we do this. I think it's all is discussed. Time goes on, and normally at 2 o'clock it was for me to start. It's 1 minute to 2 o'clock. We have to wait 1 minute, I think. It was so quick, Steve, I thought we had to tell much more about it. I think the goal for you is to see what's going on here in France. If these manufacturers are serious manufacturers or they only make toys for nothing. And that's why the goal is that you can see how we are manufacturing, what we are manufacturing, and what is our motivation behind why we are manufacturing. First, I think it's the beginning of Petzl, and this is what Paul Petzl will show you in the late afternoon, when you're a little bit more awake. For now, we cannot make it dark here with slides, we'll sleep on. A little bit about the history, what was and what is Petzl now. But I think what I like to transmit to you here is the origin of Petzl, and also for my motivation why I'm here in this company, is the fascination and the passion for a doing which is, for all around here, vertical life, which is caving, which is climbing, and which is also industrial work on electrical towers or window washers. All what's connected with ropes, where is the kind of adrenaline of a perhaps fall, is a kind of motivation to be here. And that's why we are motivated to make products, to work on those, and take time, and are sometimes a little bit tired after jet lag and trade fairs and having you all over here. But for the moment, we are not so tired. I wanted to start just to explain a little bit how we are working to develop and to manufacture especially products. For after this we'll have a short trip, a quick trip to the manufacturing. First, we are worrying about losing our own ideas. That's why you have to walk really quickly. This is like a tea, a cheap tea. You just put the tea herbs between in hot water and take them off. No, you will have time to see enough, but it is impossible for us to show you and to explain you all down there, especially if it's a big group. And if we make it in small groups, we take a whole day to explain you. That's why I had the idea to show you a little bit how is manufactured a product, and after this, on the trip down in the manufacturing, you will see, you will understand a little bit more before I tell you this is a punch press, this is a bender, and so on and on. You see the manufacturing goes on all the time, and I just picked up quickly before some parts around there. That's why I took just one, which is just aluminium sheet, which was normally big like this, and which was cut in small parts, and a basic design were brought out. This is not the Griegel, which I will show you after. This is the ascender. Everybody knows our ascenders, the blue and the yellow one. This is the beginning of an ascender. But let's go really on the product which is much discussed and which became our how I can call it, our toy and our favorite advertising, and I think big success, especially over in the United States, is the Grigri. Do you know what is called a Grigri normally?
How do you like it, Igor?
Otherwise, it's a great city. That's the thing I say about it.
We've got the best lawyers in the world.
We will, damn it.
We got most of the lawyers.
Most of the lawyers in the world.
Are there any lawyers in
I
there?
was involved in the lawsuit of REI, like an expert, and I went to the lawyers around the Salt Lake, in Seattle, and we just crossed inside a big tower, and he told me, the lawyer, in this tower, this building, are more lawyers than in whole Japan.
Oh, what?
In all of Japan. Probably true.
Here is our test tower, like we call it.
Get on the pad, Rudy.
Stop, t'appuies pas sur le... Ouais. C'est bon, c'est bon. J'ai regardé.
C'est bon?
C'est bon. Rudy?
Ah oui?
Tourne un petit peu, voilà.
1, 2, 3.
100 kg.
Oh!
Happy guy, huh?
Very happy.
Was a Petzl harness. I don't know if the team I hope, but I think that no? Not the right color.
I've never seen this one yet.
No, the European quality.
Almost as good as the American.
Not really, but I always thought, tell Steve, have a bite, the nicest and the prettiest guy in the world after me. Behind me, that's what it is. You see it, the harness, in a good shape. And normally after this kind of fall, I think everybody will worry for his equipment, will thank God for the manufacturer, I hope so, of the equipment. And normally, on the definition of using equipment, you throw it away after. But this kind of fall, in reality, is impossible. So you have a rigid mass, you can compare it to a human body which is falling, which is absorbing much energy by deformation and absorbing by
This was number one.
How much does the rope stretch?
Well, it depends on the elongation factor of the rope. See what I'm saying? Certain ropes depending on the...
What we call
Yeah.
a dynamic testing, which is a fall test with a mark. But on all standards and all over the world, the main testing is static testing. The static testing which will be done here. You have a dummy, you put the harness on, and you just pull it under special conditions. For example, the UEAA standard. Everybody knows what is UEAA? You are and me, no. UIA is the International Alpine Association standard. And which is normally 16 kilonewtons. 16 kilonewtons for 5 minutes, for 3 minutes. All our harnesses, which we manufacture, we test them up to 20 kilonewtons. To be sure to be effective. There is perhaps just here a small remark about, we always talk about the individual testing on our metal products, on our hardware. We cannot make an individual testing on our software. Why? You will see. There's so much deformation on the software that it is not any danger. But people wouldn't buy it. They're sure if it's deformed.